What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's going on? Time to talk about something that's gonna get black people upset with me. Was watching a quick little snippet of a Sneeko and Destiny talking about the whole red pill idea of I need to be masculine, I need to be aggressive, I need to be alpha dominant so I can protect people if a violent situation breaks out, protect my partner, for my females, my mother, my sister, whatever, violent situation breaks out. And Destiny was saying that's kind of a broke person mentality, and he elaborated more on that. Like it's in lower income communities, violence is a much more likely result of conflict situations, and conflict happens more often. So even if it happened at the same amount, well, your likelihood, even if it was the same percentage, because conflict happens much more frequently in low income areas, you're more likely to get into physical altercations. Less dependency on cops means you're more likely to take care of it yourself. Also, you don't trust the cops, so you're more likely to handle things with violence than assume an outside force is going to handle it. You also have a lot less to lose, so you're more willing to risk your own safety for the sake of others. And you also have just general cultural ideas about masculinity that come from other time periods where, again, you don't have as much to lose, take care of this. It's a bunch of reasons why. But generally, from my experience, it kind of is a broke person thing. Hey, and this is a current broke person. I'm in the room right now. I was literally homeless, sleeping in a car 2.5 months ago. Like, I am currently a broke person saying this, but it is a broke mentality to think you need to always be ready to physically defend people or yourself in those situations. It just statistically shouldn't be happening that much. Now, I also didn't say it doesn't happen that much. It shouldn't be happening. If you are a responsible adult male, you shouldn't be getting into fights. The last time I got into a fight that was like that wasn't a sparring match in a gym where I was trained with somebody. Well, I was 17 years old. And you know why it happened? It happened because my brother got into a stupid argument and I was bored. And I'm like, I want to fight somebody. So we fought somebody. And it's a story for another time. But the point is, it is really indicative of a failed social system if you're thinking about needing to be able to physically defend yourself. I spent a lot of time when I was younger thinking that I trained in this rhymes with Gracie right now. So a lot of thinking I need to be physically able to fend off an attacker. Again, since that fight, 17 years old, I haven't gotten attacked. What situations are generating that? The only situations that come up where violence ends up being a thing is when I go play basketball with random groups of other, usually lower income like myself. Not sometimes a minority. It doesn't, in my experience, it doesn't really matter if you're a minority in the situation. It matters if you're in certain social groups. Then people start getting angry over a basketball call, over a foul that was too hard. They start getting angry. It ramps up, and individuals individuals are willing to risk a lot for their manhood, their pride, or whatnot. And I think pride, my mom always told me pride is going to be a downfall. Not like the 7 deadly sins type of thing, but just like if you're arrogant and you're prideful, you're going to prioritize the wrong things. And often low-income black men like myself, we often care more about if we're viewed as tough, strong, not a bitch, and will risk our safety, our future, our freedom, like not being in jail, right? Just so people around us know that that is a tough individual. That nigga ain't no bitch. That's kind of what it's about. That's stupid. That's dumb. It's a brokey thing to do. As a brokey, it's a brokey thing to do. It's, I want to remove broke mentalities from my lifestyle, right? One of the most important broke mentality that I want to remove is being broke. Someone's in my throat. Anyway, being broke, that's the main thing that I want to remove from my lifestyle. But secondarily, I don't want to do, being aggressive is not a useful trait. Again, like one thing Destiny said, if you're talking about one of the reasons why you need to be the dominant male alpha lead is because if a fight breaks out, I need to protect my partner. He said that rich and upper class people are going to look at you like you're crazy. And that's probably true because they've probably not all of them. There's going to be a lot of dudes that also, there's not a lot. There is a decent amount of wealthy dudes who, because of this recent internet culture of being a man and being, not being a feminine lefty soy boy, that do think there is some inherent value in it. People that listen to Dan Bilzerian before Tristan. Remember, before Andrew Tate, we had our Dan Bilzerian. He was the rich guy doing the whole, thing. And then, Andrew Tate's thinking that, like, being able to protect somebody physically, like, it happens often. It doesn't happen often. It's just not something that takes place. You're not running into too many fights unless you are, like, if you're constantly getting in fights, you're the problem. As an adult. If you're in high school, slightly different. It's a much more, the hierarchies are a lot more fucked up. There's a lot of situations where people are, they're dumb. They're literally stupid kids. If you're getting in fights in high school, it's because you're surrounded by stupid kids. If you're getting in fights in adults, you need to change the areas that you're hanging out with. If it's happening at work, you need to try and find somewhere else to work. You need to change your location, your environment. You should not be getting into fights. If there's a situation where some man is considering attacking your partner, you should probably try and leave. If they're trying to do it with a gun, hey, I'm not an anti-gun guy. If you want to keep a gun on you, and you have a permit and whatever the rules of your state are, carry a gun. And hopefully that's enough to deter. I don't think most people are going to be so aggressive about getting your girl that they're willing to risk you shooting them over it. So maybe carry a gun. That's really all you have to do. Hey, let them know, like, hey, I open carry. Let you know. Like, do you want this to be an issue? And there shouldn't have to be a physical fight. You don't have to. I work out all the time. You need to work out to be able to carry a gun on you. I mean, I don't use guns, so actually, I actually don't know what you need to use a gun. But I assume all you gun people know that you don't need to be able to bench 250 to be able to. I can't bench 250. I had 225 once for one, and I felt so strong. I can't hit 250 yet. It's coming this year. I'm hitting 275 by December. Oh, that's a lot. I'm gonna hit 275 this December. Not the point. Point is, again, I'm done. You guys get it. There's nothing really practical about being someone who's able to handle combat situations if you live the life of an average upper middle class to wealthy male. You shouldn't be getting in fights. You're doing something wrong if there's a risk of fights happening all the time. Stop it. If you're someone who gets into fights because you get drunk and you start arguing with people, drink less, right? If you don't like the behaviors of other people who are drunk and they're talking to your girl, don't go. You and your girl shouldn't go out to locations in which situation are going to make you get angry. Know yourself. That's all. If you like what you saw, leave a like, do a subscribe, do a comment. Just come and don't do a crime, and I'm out.